What's up, y'all? It's Jam and Sam, and today we're going to restore the Battle Palace music from Pokemon Emerald. Now, this is a sort of an Indonesian-inspired piece containing gamelan with also some fusion rock drums. And this is part of the Battle Frontier Island that you go, one of the places that you go to on Battle Frontier after you beat the game. Okay, so now let's load in, we've dropped in our MIDI. Now let's load in our instrument file so we can hear the instruments from the game. And now we play. Bom dia! Welcome, Curiosities. Now, the first thing I notice is we have that gamelan sample. We'll drop that in there somewhere. Probably, it looks like that's all happening over here. We also have our crash. Probably here with all, here's probably where all the drums are. Ah, we have a super pulse. We have our zero-G kick. And we have that bell tree, sleigh bells. And we have the SD90 snare. We also have a noise sample. Go drag that in. And I know the usual settings I set for that noise sample are just a little bit of hold on the envelope. Okay. Alright, so now let's clone this noise and set the sustain to be 25%. Okay, so now I've sort of have some preliminary instruments set up that I know I'll need. This is, oh, my keyboard's not working. Let me go and load all that in again. Let me try to fix this real quick. Ah, there it is. Okay, so this is our gamelan sample. Well, you will be using that a lot. And now this is our synth. Nice, and here's our crash. Sleigh bells. Oh, that's our snare, but it's way too high. Why is the root note down here? Okay, perfect. I'll save that as a sample so I don't have to do that again. So that would be annoying if I had to do that every time. Okay, now here's our kick. And then we have some noise, but the noise is probably going to be played up here. And then we have a long noise. Okay. Alright, so it looks like we have everything we need to get started. Let's go for our first channel. Welcome, Magnificent Kirby. Let's go, just woke up. Nice. Rise and grind. Alright, so let's hear this first channel. Ooh, what is this? This is our guitar. So it's like got a soft envelope on it, so there's not really a very hard hit, but let's go add in our sound canvas. Let's set it to be an SE88 Pro Map guitar, nylon string guitar. And let's set the volume to be 150%. Now this is going to sound pretty different because the sample is is a high-pitched sample, but it's being played all the way down here. So this is like samples up here. Not even, like, you can't even see it. Yeah, way up here. Yeah, this is probably where they sampled the note, and then the note's being played down here. So that's a really low sampled note, so that's going to sound different from... Yeah, it's going to be a completely different sample, so just be prepared for that to sound a little different, but it'll sound better, because here is just weird and glitchy and robotic sounding. Here it actually sounds like a guitar, so that's good. So let's copy this. I think this is going to be guitar the whole time, right? Yes. Okay, so let's copy this and go to find first empty, call it melody. Let's paste this here, and let's call this guitar. And these, I think we have a downbeat here because this is an odd place for it to go. Yeah, so our downbeat, it looks like we have a little fluctuation at the beginning before the downbeat. Let's set our snap to be 1 step. Yeah, we have 1 step. Okay. And so that means I'm going to want to add 1 step to my melody. I'm going to set a time marker and put it here, and now the downbeat will be here. So now everything kind of lines up a lot better, I feel like. Wait. Not really. Actually, this is not quite right. Let's see. Interesting. So maybe we have some kind of custom time signature here. Maybe it's 3/4. Let's try that. Yeah, that fits. Nope, that's not it either. Let's try and count it. Let's see. Let me set this to 4, back to 4 temporarily. Or maybe it's here. Yeah, no, because this is definitely another downbeat here. So maybe it's 3/4 starting from there. Ah, yes, maybe so. So we have, let's see. No, that doesn't feel right either. So let's try and let's see. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, I don't know. That's complicated. There's probably a weird one. Dun, 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 dun. I would check our drums, but they don't really start kicking off until later. And now this is going to be pitched down. So let's see. Okay, let me try putting my downbeat over here where the drums start. Maybe we can figure this out. So this is definitely looks like it's in 4/4 now. I see, so it gets to be in 4/4 here. That's something. Now let's see if we have a break before that, because I can tell. Let me also enable all of my instruments now so I can figure this out. Let's see. Okay, so it definitely sounds like it starts here. Let's add a 4/4 time signature here and see if that doesn't break. Ah, so it does break a little bit. Let's see. It goes from half the bar. So this is making sense. Well, I see. So we have a definite repetition here. So in that time, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 beats, which is not really divisible any further because it's an odd number. So let's see, we have one. So that means we have just have a break somewhere. Okay, here's the break right here. Definitely sounds like we restart our time signature here. Okay, so that makes a lot of sense because up to here we're still going dun, 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 and then we have this break. And then we do something a little different here. Let's see. So here, if we count it in threes, it doesn't really make sense either. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. So I think we have another, I think it's safe to say we have another break here. Let's see. Yeah. And then here as well, another break. And then we still, now we don't need this because this just kind of is part of the thing. And then it follows a basic 4/4 after that. Yeah, okay. So basically, we have this downbeat here. Actually, we do have an odd time signature here because up to there, it's doing, let's see, 4, 8, 12, 16, 18. It's actually doing 18. I counted wrong. So 18, 4, and then so that means that can be divisible. Let's see, 18 can be divisible into 6, which can be divisible into 3. So it seems like 3, 4 should work. Actually, yes, it does. So if we remove this, it all works out. Somehow I missed that. When I did 3, 4, oh, because I didn't know this one. Okay, so we're just in 3, 4, really. So it's like, Except here it's definitely breaking. Wait a second. See it, but it's definitely breaking here. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Dun dun dee dun. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so that's it. That's very interesting. Interesting choice of rhythm. So I'd say actually maybe it does make more sense that it just keeps resetting. Is like, so if I undo deleting this marker, it's like and then this one is pointless because we're already fulfilling 4/4. Nice. Nice. Okay, so that solves that mystery. That was a lot. It took a while. Okay, so now let's go and I'm gonna go and put this into my melody. I already have this here, but I don't have notes yet, so I'll just wait till we have all our notes, and then we can put that stuff in there. Okay, so we have, let's see, some panning on this guitar, this bass guitar. Let's add them here. And this I really want to be up here with its MIDI channel. Okay. And now, here, let's enable all this stuff. Now let's go to our volume stuff. Looks like we have some like sort of a pseudo envelope here. Okay, let's see. Okay, but this, there's release on this instrument. Maybe a little bit. I want the note to be able to release when it pans. So let's go and, oh, this is an echo. Okay. Interesting. So let's just remove those echo notes then. It's a beat timing. Cool. Okay, nice. All right. So let's now go and give this a mixer track, but we want, actually, I want to remove the unnecessary panning first. So every way that matters, it's actually center, but it just keeps on switching, the delay keeps on switching, so what I then want to do is cut this, make sure it stays center, and cut this, and then I'm going to go give this a mixer track. And then we're going to bus this into the next track over and call this delay bus. And sort of, let's see, hold on. I need that panning information back again. So it starts off going, the first delay channel always goes to the left. 60%. So that means that we want this delay bus to be panned 60% left. And then we're going to put a delay in here, and we're going to set it to be 4 steps. And then we'll do like 50% wet, and all this is good. And then we'll do ping pong, meaning that it's going to go the other way. It's going to keep on going the other way. So here we go. Let's try this out. Okay, that's good, but it's not ping ponging because I'm manually. I have to pan it before it hits the delay, and I also have to say I only want the dry signal like this. So let's go. I need Fruity Balance. Fruity Balance is just a simple plug-in to like I can set the panning, but I want it to be set before the delay hits. So yes. Now we have our center note. But actually, I want it to start the other way. It's supposed to, the first echo is supposed to be in the left pan, and it's ping-ponging, so the original signal is left, but the original signal isn't expressed. So we want to pan this the other way so that it pans the opposite. Wait a second. Yeah, there we go. Lovely. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Now, let's, okay. I like that a lot. Now, let's go move on to the next thing. Let me just mute out all this other stuff first. We have some gamelan stuff. Nice. Okay, so now this, we're gonna copy, go to melody, and then our gamelan is down here, so let's go and copy this. But I think it's not tuned right. We have... Yes. There we go. And now we have a massive amount of release on that, so I want to give the sample the ability to release to infinity. Maybe not to infinity, but for the most part, give it a considerable amount of release. And now the only problem with that is we have a lot of panning here, but I'm actually using the sampler, so it's a lot easier to pan things because I don't have to use automation. I can just go with the note pan. You can't do that with VSTs. So with like our third-party plugins, you can't do it with third-party plugins like the Sound Canvas. So I can do that here if I just grab this panning. And I'm going to use this as an indication of where I need to put my note pans and to what degree. So let's go. Okay, so I'm going to listen to this and so I can hear when I need to switch. So this part, and I need to know the degree to which I need to switch. 75% left. So let's go to control. Actually, let me zoom this in here. I can make this the whole thing because I don't need to see the notes right now. I just need to see note pan. So let me go 75% left. So it's done, done, done. And now this part is 75% right. So I just go over here. So then it's spreading around. Dun, 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 dun. This one is center. Pretty much, basically. Well, actually, we want some spread. We don't just want it to be like a mono thing going at it. Okay, so everything up to here is center, and there is 5% left, 5% right, and then it starts being 60% again. Here, actually. Well, it's 60% for the first time, actually. And then here it goes to the right, 50%. And then here, 3% right. And then here is also 3% right. And it changes here, but not exactly right there. I think that's a glitch, though. So here it goes 50% left. And I'm guessing here it goes 50% right? No? Yes. It's just off a little bit somehow. And then back left, 50%. Then 75% left. Then we have 75% right. Ooh, my battery is. Oh, I forgot to plug in my PC. Hold on. 1 second. Yes. All right. So here we have 75% right. 75% right. That's 60%. And then we have 75% left. 75% right. Left. right, left, slightly less left, %75 right, %5 right. And looks like it's all the same from there, from the to the end of the bar here. Okay, and then this is a lot of stuff. But it doesn't look like we have any repetitions yet. Wonder if there's like an auto convert to note pan kind of. Nah, probably not. Okay, so doesn't quite look like we have any real repetitions here, except for this part is like a sort of a chorus. Everything is sort of slightly different here. Interesting. All right, so this will be a 75% left. And this part is sort of the same. We just have like 2 notes of each. Well, almost. This one is 3% right. Or maybe is this like a echo type of thing? No, sometimes it echoes. So we do have some echo notes. That's psychedelic. Lovely. Okay, let's go back to our panning now. This one is 6%, right? This one is 75% left again. So we're going into that repetitive chorus part. %6 right. %75 left. %75 right. And then we just kind of ping pong back and forth like we usually do. %75 left. This one is 6% right. %3 right. And then we start over again. Wait, this is supposed to be 75. %5 right. Almost there. Just have one more chorus to go, I think. Nice. All right. Now we can cut this stuff. Morning, Chris. Hey, welcome. Welcome to the stream. All right. So we got that done. That was a lot. And now we only have a few more to go. Well, I think these are synths. Yeah. No, actually, they're all gamelan. We don't have any volume stuff going on. This is just a lot of panning. Okay. So now, what is this channel? Ah, that's our synth right there. Alright. So let's copy our synth. Notes. Let's copy these notes. Let's find first empty, call it synth. Synths. And then we paste this here. Ah, yes, I think I remember that part. Yes. So this envelope we don't really have much of it. We don't have any of an accent on here, so the sustain goes all the way up. But we do have quite a bit of release. Not that much release. Okay, perfect. It's just really loud. Okay, so let's go here. I don't want to play that right now because it's really loud, and it's actually our bass, I do believe. Ah, looks like we're having a sort of a unison moment here. It's almost like a chorus, acting as a chorus, but we're going to actually use an actual chorus, so we don't need to worry about this. The only thing we do need to worry about is that it's panned in a funny way. So the panning is moving around. Yeah, it's making this sort of panning Ah, I see. It's using the panning scheme from the Gamelon. Now that one is doing all that stuff. Oh wait, no, that's the Gamelon. Okay, this one isn't moving. The other one is moving. So this one's going. Very psychedelic. And we have some echo notes there too. Okay, and nice. So I think to cover that, I'm gonna make another pulse channel. So I'm gonna put this one here. This will be our mono channel. And let's see. We've already got that stuff. Let's clone this pulse. And then we'll put that down on the other channel. Copy this stuff. Paste it here, and also copy the panning, all this crazy panning data. And then we'll paste it here. Now that's really loud, so I don't want to play it yet. Let me actually turn this down, because even for like being before the thing, it's loud. Wow. Okay, so that's interesting. Let's check if we have any volume data. Volume movement. But it's meaningless, like it's not pointing to any notes. Okay, so it must have been some notes that they removed there. And this one changes in volume briefly. So we'll copy that, but the other one doesn't actually change. Yeah. And let's see, this one, I want it to go to start at around 16. So this one would be let's go around here. So I just want to get the ratio between these two volumes right. So let me go undo all that scaling I did. And then let's go and grab the other one. Or just the volume, just the level, static level that it makes. This one. Copy that value. Let's copy this over to here. And then here, yeah, the ratio will be the same. So let's go. It's going to be really loud, so I don't want to play it. But we'll save that for the Here, let's put this in a mixer track, actually. Put them both in the same mixer track, and actually I have some pitch information here that I want to copy. And then let's go paste this over here. And now I want to multiply this 200%, and then 400, and then another 200%, and then 150. Nice. All right. Lovely. Okay. All right. So let's move on now to the next gamelan. This thankfully we don't have as much. Actually, our only movement comes from the echo notes, so that's not really very important, is it? Because we'll be doing that automatically. So let's just go copy this to, actually I need to copy this down to, from the piano roll. Go to melody. Paste this here so that it blends with the existing data. But I also need to remove my echo notes. Actually, it seems like some of these are echoes from the other channel. Yeah, because this is just a mirror of this data. But it also has its own sort of echoing scheme. Like, because of that echo stuff that we copied. It's like, this is not doing that. This is statically panned, but it's changed. But the other delay signal is changing. So I'm gonna cut this real quick and make a new channel. And what I want to do is move this over and make it sort of the, well, at least whenever it is an echo, I want to move this over, because here it's a chord. So I want to be careful of that when and so when it's an echo, I want to take this, when it's not an echo, I want to take this from here, but let me copy it all at once instead. Take this from here, and then, and we're going to put it into the same channel. But when it is an echo, I want to keep it there, because this is now going to be our delay channel. Dun dun dee doo dee dun 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 dun. Okay, so this is all our notes that are like actual notes and not echoes. So let's cut this and merge it with the existing data. Okay, and this is all just echoes of the previous channel, except for this. I forgot about this. Okay, and yeah, so all of this is just echoes of the previous channel, as we can see. So let's go and move it over. But the only thing is we have panning. We have an interesting pan level that we don't have here, because here it's just, yeah, it's all just, and it only pans when there's an echo on that channel. So there's a lot of echoes going on here. And actually, we have to remove those echoes from this channel as well. Like here. And that means that, yeah, this is actually, okay. So, this is an echo within the channel. So is this. So that means that I want, first I want to remove all the, I don't think there's any, yeah, there is some actual echoes here within this channel. So this part, yeah, see, it's like that. And then, yeah, so once we've removed, oh, here's another one. Once we remove this sort of massive amount of echoes, we want to move this over. And now this is going to a mixer track. And within this mixer track, I'm going to add a fruity delay, and I'm going to turn off the dry. So you won't actually hear the original signal, but you will hear the echoes of it. And it's different from the, we can't just use the, this one because this one doesn't have the panning that we need. So, yeah, this is just going to echo to, let's see, and what was the interval that we sort of had there? That was 2 steps. Yeah. So we need now 2 steps. I think this is a very wet thing. Okay, so let's give it some offset, some diffusion. It sounds like, and we still have some echoes to remove in the main channel. Okay. And so now the echoes we want, we do also want some more echoes in this channel, I think, but this one actually takes care of that because we have more, let's see. So this. Yeah, we do have, so we will, the only thing we want now is echoes on this, on that channel, on this original channel, but because we also have echoes within this channel, but the panning is also the same as the other one, where it's like, even though this thing, well, actually this one is a little bit to the left, just overall. So, okay, this was the one that had all the crazy panning. This is the one that we want. Yeah, this is the right facing one. Okay, so it looks like when we have echoes in this channel, it does this, it does this ping pong panning where it starts on the, where it gets more intense. So maybe we can just use, we can set this to be, actually, we might want to use the same channel because this is a, yeah, this is a chord here overall. So we might just want to spread a note pan of 25% right all across this layer here. So if we click this note, Shift C to select all of them without selecting the other ones, we can go note pan 25% left. Actually, let's just go and scale it. 25. No, that's going to be too much. 25 exists around here. Okay. Actually, it was 25% right. It would be the other direction. Yes. Okay, and this I want to reset because this should not be here. Ah, that actually makes it so much better. Okay, now I want to temporarily remove this one, like to say mute this one. And then this one we're going to give its own mixer track. And we're going to give it the delay bus. Whoops, wow, that's a lot of stuff. Okay, let's have this. I want to check on my timing for that panning. I mean that delay. The delays that occur within this channel. So this would be 1 beat, so it'd be 4 steps. So unlike the other one, the other echo is like within 2 steps. This one's in 4 steps. And we're gonna I want to sort of offset it the other way and give it some diffusion. And now this one is going to be like this. And then we're going to do ping pong. So hopefully this will ping pong. Yes. Now if we introduce crazy delay. Let's turn that down just because it gets to be nice. Okay. And I think that this should be up here because this is just an echo. Delay. And now I want to make now when I mix this, I don't want to have to mix it in 2 places, so I want to send this to a gamelan bus. Let me call this a gamelan main. And so let's put both of these to this gamelan bus, and now all effects pertaining to the tone of the gamelan will go in here when we do our mixing. Likewise, since this goes into, well, actually, it always just receives it from this one. So once we do the mixing here, it'll be applied to this one. Okay. Lovely. Welcome back, Kirby. Lovely. Nice, okay. Although, admittedly, it does feel a little too clustered in the with all these echoes being expressed. So I think the first problem is that these are too strong. Yeah, this is too much. And maybe this is too much wet. Yeah, that's much better. Yes, okay. Now let's go and add our all our time signature places. So I know that it changes time signature, has this break every so often. Let's go and find those breaks. Yeah, this is a break right here. So we need 4/4 here. And here. Lovely. Alright, that's working out. And then from here, I think we just have a straight 4/4, except here, not here. So even though in that other part we actually don't have a straight 4/4, even though our drum beat is in 4/4. Or maybe it's not, I'm not really sure, but let me go and add that back in, because I think from the beginning to the end we sort of have these jumps in timing. And I think there's an envelope on this gamelan. We have sort of a fluctuation, so I want to do this kind of thing. Let's try that. Do like 20%. So now let's and then we have a break. Wait, no. We have a break here. And then another break here. Nice. Nice, all right. Okay, so we figured that out. Let's test out this envelope. Nice. I think we need more power on this last envelope here. On this, the main echo. So like here, there's like... Yeah, so we need to hear that echo. So if we like stop everything, then let's test this out. Yes, of course. That's what we want to hear. Beautiful. All right, I think we've got that. So that was massive. Let's move on to our next thing, which is... Oh, we already got that. Okay. We're making good progress here. We're moving along. Now we have our percussion. So here's our sleigh bells. Let's copy those. Find first empty, call it drums. Why didn't you copy what I explicitly copy that, and then FL Studio just completely ignored my selection? So stupid. Here, I'll cut it to make sure that it hears me this time. Okay, so let's paste this here. But this is the wrong pitch. We want this to be, because this is a drum set, so it's going to be mapped to various pitches, but this is a sample, so like in the MIDI, it's a drum set. So here we would just want it to be C5, middle C. And we want to remove these echoes. So we're going to add them in. Okay. And then we stop having echoes here. But that might just be because they ran out of yeah, but we will still remove them. We don't need everything to echo into infinity when we have other drums going on. It's just going to feel clustered. Okay, so... And we don't need a special... I don't think we need a special echo for this because this first one is panned. So we really just have a straight ping pong thing going on. And every one of them is panned to the left. So we really just want to say, hey, this sample is always panned 50% to the left. And then we'll add a mixer track. And actually, this is like when I add the, I don't have to worry about that. I'll just add them separately. But, I'll add in the default mixer here, and then let's go give this a delay. And let's see, this is like, no, yes, okay. So let's give it some offset and do ping pong, and then we'll keep it at this level. And we'll turn it to about 50% wet and set the diffusion. Nice. I don't know if I want that many echoes, though. Yes, okay. And then once we get to the part where it's like the full drums, I want to remove it. I want to remove this effect for a little more clarity. So right about here is when the drums start. So that's when I want to say no more echoes. I've had enough. But it still sounds like the note just kind of stops. So let me like fade it out a little bit so it doesn't stop so suddenly. Yes, that sounds more natural. Okay. All right, so now let us go and grab our some other drums. Let's see. We have a orchestral crash. Ah, yes, we have a different pitched orchestral crash here. So let's select this, Control Shift, and select also this note. That's another crash entirely. And here's another pitch crash of the same sample. nice. Not really any more orchestral crashes here. Except for that one at the end. So let's go and copy this. Go to drums. And then we'll go to crash and paste this here. But we want this to be centered around sort of this note. So remove those echoes. I'm going to set this to, this is going to be in, we have to put our time marker here. I think that's too much. Yes, we have this set to, and now FL Studio is kind of bad with timing too, so it's going to ruin, like the grid snap, so it's going to ruin my, selection, so I have to delete it and add a new time marker. So now these notes are not quite one-to-one mapped to the crash. So let's see. Wait a second. So let's see, this was sort of, let's see. This was lower. So it's like, so this one up here was lower. Okay, so these are the 3 notes we're using for the crash. And then this one, so this would be, sort of down here somewhere. Okay, so this is a little too high. Let's send this down. Hold on. There we go. Now this one. Okay, so this one should be sort of... and actually, it coincides with this one, so I want to sort of move this. Okay, so that one's right. Now this one, which is this note here, is lower. Okay, that's right. There we go. So that's our pitches. Okay. And then we have some echoes here. Lovely. All right, and it seems like we have might have some echoes in sort of very specific locations, like there's no echoes there. Yeah, there's no echoes there, and then but there's echoes here. So it's like these very specific notes. There's definitely no echoes here, so it's just like this first note, this note here. This note, just like these random couple, like 3 notes of the crash are echoed. So let's go and find out those notes. It's like 1 each thing. So I think I know which ones they are. But first I need to add, I need to give it a mixer track. And add in, oh, this is still called piano. What is this? This is our sleigh bell. Okay, so let's drag in the mixer. Call this crash. And then let's add a delay channel. Yeah, that's already what we want. And we only want about 25% feedback. Let's turn this wet down to 50%, give it some diffusion, and then give it ping pong, and then we'll give it some offset as well. Okay, so what are these specific notes that we want to have this delay active on? So this would be, let's see, would be here. Let's start it off by being on. And then I do believe that first C sharp. No, not the first C sharp. That first low note, that first low note is actually the 3rd low note. And then that last note after that, on the phrase after that. Let's see. So this one right here is where we want the second one to be activated. So after that first note, let's sort of deactivate this. And let's sort of remove this exciter and turn down the highs because it's very high peaking, this sample. Okay, this note is where we want it to re-enable. But we don't want to catch that other note in there. Actually, I might just do this. Yeah, well, no, they didn't have that. They just had like the there we go. And then we want to disable this here before the next phrase. And I think this was the note that we wanted to have the next echo on. Yes. And we'll confirm that by going here. Yes, we have an echo there. Okay. And then really there's no more echoes after that, so let's just do like that. Actually, I want to make it sure it's, yes, it's disabled before that. Okay. Nice. All right. Now let's go and I'm going to get my next drum. Oh, we have another crash here. And this crash never echoes, so we don't need to worry about that. But we do want to put it in the same crash channel, but it's not going to echo because the gate's gonna take care of that. We already have our gate set up to where they won't coincide. Okay, so this note here is what we want, and we want crash 2. Let's drag that in. Cool. So let's go to drums now and paste this here. Move it over and move it to C5. But this is not quite the right pitch. We have no, it's lower than that. Is it actually? It's actually. I think it's actually lower. Wow. It's just such a short note. I feel like it should be a higher articulation, and it's such a well, short loop point. I feel like okay. So let's go and sort of make that sharpness. Okay, and let's give this that same mixer track. Nice, all right. I feel like we can introduce some more highs there. And I feel like this also kind of needs more, actually needs more highs. So let's go and like feed this into the crash, but first boost the highs. Yeah, okay. And now the panning for this, I think is, let's see. So it's a little bit to the left. Now it's starting to sound right. Okay, perfect. Now let's go and grab our other drums. So we have kicks. Let's copy that. Go to drums. And this starts in the middle of the bar because we don't have we don't have our time signatures yet. But I do know that I want there to be a time signature here, at least so far. It probably occurs earlier than that, but you know. Oh, but it's lowered an octave, so now we want this to be C5. So our first time signature occurs here. Let's go and add that in, just for posterity. But FL Studio never puts anything quite where we want it, so let's put that there. It seems like every 4 bars, there's like an extra little half bar at the end. So let's try to confirm that. Yes. There's like a little rest at the end of every 4th bar, every 4 bars. And it's not like, oh, this is actually just, you know, a little bit about music. It's not like this is just 4, 8, 12, 16, 18. And it's not like there's like, it's like 9. It's like 9. So you can cut 18 in half and make it 9/4. But if you do 9/4, like if you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you cut it in half here, that would mean there would need to be like a downbeat here. Like you would need to hear a clear start to a phrase here, but you don't hear it there. You hear it here. So that means it's continuous. You hear it every 4 bars. You hear like a new phrase. Actually, I need to go to melody. In the gamelan, so you hear a new phrase every 4 bars. Dun, 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 dee, dun, dun, dee, dun, dun, dun. And then you hear a new start to a new phrase. So it's not like it's just a weird time signature. It's actually starting every 4 bars, and then it just takes a little rest, and then it's like, oh, we're like jumping up in time. It just extends the last it just extends every 4 bar out for half a bar. But anyway, so we have this kind of going on, and then here we have another 4 bars. So let's put a phrase here, and actually I think this is where this goes. Yeah, so now we have a clean start, but it doesn't have a rest at the end of this 4 bars. It just starts over again, and then you have, like, let's see. So it's kind of ambiguous, this one. It's like, I feel like this one's more behaving in the drums, so it doesn't really matter. So let's go and grab now our next thing, our snare. So we have a sort of a orchestral snare here. Let's go to drums. And here's our orchestral snare. Let's go add it in. But it's the wrong pitch, so let's go shift up to C5. But this is a, oh, I think I misheard this. This is actually supposed to be the orchestral snare, which I forgot. I don't even have, I should have a wave of this thing, but I don't. I've just been using the Sound Canvas. So let me go edit this. This is part 10. This is where our drums live. SC88 Pro Map Orchestra. Let me go to set this volume to be 200, and then I'm going to go and record that snare note. But I would also need, sometimes I need the, well, I don't need the rolls now, so it doesn't really matter, but. Okay. Now let's normalize this, and I don't want to cut that tail off, so let me only trim the side noise here, and then just manually trim this, because Edison has a bad side trimming feature that trims off too much of the tail. So let's go save this here. Call this snare orchestral, and then we can now add this in without having to use the Sound Canvas. Nice. Okay. Okay. So we have our conga here. And actually, I will need the Sound Canvas because we have this conga, so I might have to just bring that back. So let's go extra drums here. And instead of this, let's go and put this here. And now this will be at... Let's set this to be channel 10. And now let's set the volume on here to be 150%. And then I want to go and Oh, it's like pitched up a little bit. Interesting. So actually, I might need that sample after all. Because this is actually pitched up. I think it's like one note up. Nice, okay. We have our conga here. Now let's go to our drums and we will paste this here. Alt-C to change it to channel 10. Nice, all right. Okay, so we have toms here. Okay, we have, these are pitched not to scale, so we have a low tom here. Oh no, this is a taiko, okay. This is our taiko drum. There it is. Okay, so we want to copy this. Grab our taiko. Go to drums. And put this where we want it. But we want to put this at a normal pitch. So now let's sort of pitch that to where it's supposed to be. Okay, so just one note up, really. Or maybe all of this is one note up and this is actually just a glitch where it's pitched down. That could also be. So maybe that is the case where it's just like... Oh, but this is actually... This was actually pitched normal. Yeah, so... So that would mean that this would have to be pitched. I'll check it out whenever I do the A and B comparisons. But for now, let's just stick to copying whatever is written. Now we have some tom notes here, a couple of them. So let's drag in, well, let's select this. These are our two tom notes here. go to copy this, go to drums, drag in our tom, paste this here. So this would be, this starts here. No, maybe not. Yes. It sounds like this is a tricky one. But that's clearly the right pitch there. So maybe no, this is definitely higher. Can you take me higher? Ah, yes, that's it. Okay. Cool, I think that's all our drums. Lovely. Funky. Oh, we have tambourines in here. Lots of them, too. Okay, so I missed that part. Let's go grab those. Copy this. Paste. Move it. I like to move it, move it. Okay. Now we have that. Lovely. All right, that sounds great. Did I just see an echo note? Did you? Let me check on that. Looks like we do have some low velocity notes in here. Let's see. Not here. This is just because, so that, what looks like an echo note, I think is what you're seeing is the, this one, but it's a different instrument. It's just the sleigh bells are low velocity. So I think that might be what you saw. Oh, this was 20 minutes ago. Oh yeah, I'm bad at checking checking on the chat. So maybe it was, yeah, I don't think there's any echo notes in the drums. Like we can take a listen to it to make sure, but I don't think there's any echo notes in the drums. So wherever it was, let's see. It would have been in the drums because I was in the drums 20 minutes ago, I think. Would have been somewhere. And now these synths are just going to be basses. Whoops, sorry about that. That was like an ear blast. Okay, let's call this bass. And then we have some. Okay, this is our noise here. Let's go take care of our noise, and then we'll take a break because I've been at this for almost 2 hours. Is our drums just congas? If so, we can just record the conga. Or I might want to put, we'll see how I group it because we have our tambourine. Yeah, we have our tambourine too. So we'll probably just group that into there. Yeah. Change this to channel 10. But the tambourine here. Where is my tambourine? Here we go. And we might have even the sleigh bells here somewhere. Yeah, here they are. At B6, so we might even just use that. But then we have to have them in a mixer track so we can like echo them without affecting the other ones. Although they are here by themselves, there's no other drums, but I don't really want to get into all that, so let's just keep it there. And now why is this so quiet? Those tambourines are really quiet. We'll fix that later. Okay, so now I have my camera frozen. Ah, the camera's frozen. Oh, wow. Yeah. So stupid, so useless. Even in the future, nothing works. Can't depend on any technology these days. So dumb. Technology is useless. Let's see. I'm gonna have to remove this and add it back in, but then I'm gonna have to select it again. Let's see. Ah, there we go. Now I've refreshed it. I have to kind of give it a kick in the pants every now and then. I love when technology fails. Oh yeah, that just makes me mad. Because it's like people create these things and then they just never work. It's like why? How hard is it to create something that just works? People keep creating new stuff when they can't even what we have doesn't even work, and they just abandon it and work on something new. It's madness. Okay, it looks like we have echo notes in the noise, actually. So maybe you did see them. Maybe you did see that. So here we go. Let's paste this here. And actually, I'm not sure that's supposed to be in the right place. I'll just copy this. Since both these are in the respective channels, I'll just do this. I'll just copy this from the channel rack and paste it here. Yes. Okay, but these are not echoes. These are just like light notes, so definitely not. Okay, so that's good. That's easy. Except for, do we have panning? No, I don't think so. We do have a relatively quiet, like some volume difference between the long hi-hat and the short hi-hat, so let's implement that. Okay, now let's go and build our song, and then we'll go. We have that, we have bass. Nice. Now our pulse, let's go and turn it down. That's still too loud. Lovely. Let's go and trim this down to here now, and let's make this unique. And remove the first bass. Now let's put let's set this to be a step. And then we'll add a downbeat in here. Oh, but it's gonna add it all the way over here. Now it's ending in the middle of the bar, so we want to sort of... Okay, so we have a downbeat here. FL Studio never puts anything where we want it, so we have to move it. And then we have a downbeat here as well. It always puts it right before my cursor. I wonder if I can trick it into doing like something logical that people would actually want to happen by I can do that by putting my cursor a little bit ahead, and then maybe it'll trick FL Studio into like putting the thing where I want it. Yes, nice. Switcheroo. Wait, no, it put it too early. Okay, maybe I have to put it a little bit ahead now. Nope, it still manages to like not put anything where I want it. It's crafty like that. Yeah, we definitely don't have a rest here. It goes a little while longer without a rest. We do have one here. Let me see if I can maybe do this, because it keeps on putting it even earlier. So wild. It's like it knows what I want in it. It's like it knows what I want, and it's like actively, we're not going to give you what you want. Okay, so that looks good. Then now I'm going to take a break, because I've been at it for almost 2 hours. And then I'm going to come back, and I'm going to do the mixing on this song and make it like kind of package it up neat and nice for YouTube. All right, so let's call this Battle Palace. Cool, and we'll come back within an hour or two. All right, y'all, thanks for coming to the stream, and this will be Jam and Sam taking a break. Until next time, cheers.